able to pinpoint it. You know, people were seen coming and going, and there are some witnesses that, and we may well have seen, and I say we, someone may have seen this person leaving the crime scene or going to the crime scene, but we've never been able to put that information together with enough evidence to show who that person was and that they committed this crime. I do not believe it was a planned crime. That personally, it doesn't make any sense for me for it to have been a planned crime, because you couldn't know unless there's something else out there. You know, this luring thing, as I told you, and I hope the state police said this, I don't believe there's any evidence they were lured out there. I think they just decided to go for a walk. They were great friends. They just thought, it's a nice day, let's go walk the trail. I think that's all that happened. And so for somebody to be there right then, to know they'd be there, I don't believe that. I wouldn't be shocked if it turned out I was wrong, but I don't believe that someone knew that they were going to be there. So we'll walk by.
You look at it, especially after you get past the creek and you're in the trees, it's almost like the perfect trap in a way. If someone walks out there, you're already out there. No one's going to see you.
If you're on the far side of the bridge, there's not a logical place to go.
Right.
When you think about this in hindsight, you think, well, the girls should have run two different directions. Well, of course they should have, but that's easy for us to say.
Who's thinking of that?
Yeah, no, you're not at all.
I'm not even sure I would think of that at my age, and certainly not at 13 or 14.
It's,
and then to be up so high.
For her to pull out her phone and to film this or to video it was an amazing thing. What's really heartbreaking about this is she did this thing. We have this unbelievable evidence, a video and sound of this person, and to not be able to catch the person. We didn't talk about that previously, but of course for the police, that's what how can we not figure out who this is? How are you going to have video and audio of a person about to commit a crime and not be able to figure out who it is? It's something out of a TV show.
After 5 chapters.
But I got to tell you, every time a tip pops up on my screen, I smile, because I'm so grateful. Now, the downside of that is we can't respond to every one of them. I get so many of these where people want a direct response and an explanation as to what an explanation from me as to what they're thinking. And for obvious reasons, I just can't do that. But I think it's been an amazing effort in collecting an extraordinary amount of data and intelligence. And then how are we going to collate that? Because I think the vast majority of people are doing what they think is right. I hope that answers the question, because it's a really good point. And it's been something like I've never seen in my entire career.
How can the public continue to help with this case?
Keep doing what they're doing. Keep doing what they're doing. I hope that this has brought a light, maybe even a glimmer of hope, to monitoring what happens out there. From a parental perspective, a peer perspective, a relative's perspective, a neighbor's perspective, whatever that might be, because again of the way in which we have the ability to communicate. And finally, what I'll say to that is, law enforcement should never talk about what we think. We should only talk about what we know. And it's easy for someone else, for a person out there trying to do the right thing, to make what they think what they know. You see what I mean? And it's really important. I know you see it all the time. And it's really important, particularly as we face head on a complete planet that's out of balance right now. And the vitriol and the negativity associated with every single thing we do. And it just breaks my heart, whether it's race, whether it's white or black or Asian or whatever. It doesn't make any difference. It seems that if we don't agree, we hate each other, and I don't hate anybody for trying to help us.